Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Broadway Limited 442 from the Pennsylvania Railroad, number 92. So let's go ahead and get it out of the box and see what's inside. So right out of the box, you will receive a funnel to add smoke fluid into the locomotive. Be advised, this does not come with smoke fluid in the box. You have to purchase your own. You'll get extra traction tires and a special tool to remove the valve gear. Over here, the sleeve, you have the commands for DCC sound, limited warranty card. You get a very nice detailed direction booklet, and of course get the locomotive. So let's take a close-up at the locomotive. Alright, so up front we have a knuckle coupler. We have functional marker lights, pilot lights, whatever you want to call them. We have the number plate right here, reads 92. Not sure if you can see that. Reads 92. A lot of people went with the 460, the Lindbergh special, but I decided to get this one because I haven't seen almost any videos on this platform that use any locomotive other than the 460, so I thought I'd pick something different. Right here you have the headlight. Gets brighter and dimmer with the DCC command. Have the dynamo, the smokestack. A lot of separately applied details. These details are metal, the shell is plastic, and the under chassis in here is also made of metal. Turning to the side, got your leading trucks, drive wheels, trailing truck. Really nice job right here with the curtains for the cab. Got a fully painted figure inside the cab. The window does not open and close. It is set in one spot. Along the side, you'll notice a lot of separately applied details. All of these grab irons and piping is metal. I think the only plastic I see that's separately applied is here and here. Got a moving bell. Doesn't move very far, but it moves. Great detail in the valve gear across the drive wheels. Got a little more metal railing up here. Whistle. The paintwork on this is exquisite. It's a very a golden yellow. It reflects in the light when you hold it at the right angle. The locomotive came connected to the tender straight out of the box, and there you can see the wiring and the pin that holds them together. Moving back to the tender. Once again, lots of nicely applied separate details. Very realistic coal load, probably one of the best I have ever seen in HO models. The trucks on the tender move very freely, and the wheels spin very freely as well, despite having pickups. Moving along to the back of the locomotive. It's kind of hard to see, but there is a decent amount of boiler backhead detail inside, and another curtain rod. Moving to the very back of the locomotive. Once again, we have a knuckle coupler. Very nice job on the coupling hoses. I got our coupler cut bar. Very nice ladder coming up. Functional marker lights. And on the other side of the locomotive, it's pretty much the same. Once again, that really nice gold lettering all the way down the tender, and little 92 on the cab. Less detail, or less separately applied parts on this side. This here is plastic. These rails on this side are also metal. All of these lines down here are plastic as well. Got a lot of little details worked up in here by the smoke box. That one's coming loose, straight out of the box. Have to fix that. Once again, great job on the valve gear. And let's take a look at from the top. All right, so I think my one complaint from this engine, cosmetically speaking, is the roof and the back of the tender. The paint, I believe it's supposed to match, but on this model it doesn't. It looks as though the paint on the tender is applied just a little bit thicker than the paint on the roof, resulting in a brighter, more red color rather than the brown. But again, from the top you can see the functional marker lights. You can see the excellent job they've done on the coal load. You have the whistle, and then the movable bell. Once again, it does not move very much, but it does move. Got the different domes. More separately applied details right up here along the smoke box and the smokestack. And so that's where we're going to be putting the smoke fluid in. And hopefully this thing will look good with the smoke coming out. It says it has it synchronized to the chuffing sounds. So we'll see how good of a job they did on that. This is my first Broadway Limited locomotive, so I'm not too familiar with this brand at this time. All right, one thing I thought was interesting about this locomotive is the smoke is not digitally controlled through the DCC controller. If you want it has this on-off switch, so you flip the switch this way to turn it off, this way to turn it back on. So right now it looks like it's positioned in the off position, so we'll go ahead and flip that to the on position. And we will go ahead and put it on the track now and see how it runs. So the smoke unit actually tends to draw a lot of power now that I've had it running for about 10 minutes. I tried it with the smoke unit off and with the smoke unit on. With the smoke unit off, I can actually run the locomotive at about double the speed that it can run with the smoke unit on. So I believe that smoke unit does pull a good amount of power. So we have the unit back on now, and I'm going to see if I can capture the smoking feature on camera, if the locomotive will let me start it again on this old DC controller that is currently serving as the power pack for this secondary main line. So let me see if I can get this to start, and I'll be right back. So it is smoking now, but it is not very visible either to the naked eye or on camera. So what are my thoughts on this engine? Overall, it's a great model. I would have expected a little bit better smoke features for the very steep price point, but I also know that Broadway Limited is not the best when it comes to smoke units, as I've heard complaints from other modelers and even some stories of the smoke units catching fire during operation. I'm not sure how true that is, but I do know Broadway Limited definitely is not leading the market in smoke unit operation and functionality. But overall, with the smoke unit turned off, I would say it's a great model, and if you want to pick one up, I would highly recommend doing so. They offer them, I believe there's 7 or 8 different road numbers you can get. The most popular being the Lindbergh Special, number 460, 460. And while all the other models are painted in this black, that one's actually painted in more of a Brunswick green. So just be wary of that. If you're looking for a black locomotive, get any of the engines other than the 460. If you get the 460, just know that it will be in Brunswick green, and it will have gold spokes on the wheels. But overall, I do think this is a great model, and I definitely think you should pick one up if you're looking for a E6 locomotive from the Pennsylvania Railroad. We'll see you guys all next time.